For a long time, we were forgotten about. We were the joke of the country, you know? And now I think we're the ones kind of having the last laugh. It's a magical, beautiful place to live, and you know, we're surrounded by amazing things. To be able to go outside and, you know, go out and jig a fish or shoot a moose or, you know, and go out and pick some berries, and to be able to bring that to the table and create a sense of place for people. When they look out the window, they know they're in Newfoundland. And it's just about, again, celebrating all the wonderful things that we have. And I think we got a lot to celebrate, you know?
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la.
This is the shed. This is what every Newfoundlander, you know, this is their hangout spot, is the shed, oddly enough. It's like an escape.
It's like a doghouse.
How do I say Newfoundland? I gotta get this right.
Understand.
I know, everyone says that, but that's not helping me. Okay? I'm gonna get my balls busted so bad.
Think of like Newfoundland. Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Newfoundland.
There you go.
Not Newfoundland.
Not Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Newfoundland, a rocky island off the east coast of Canada, extending into the North Atlantic. They may not be from here, but chefs, restaurateurs, noted raconteurs, Fred Moran and Dave McMillan were excited to explore this wild and beautiful rock with me. It's a part of Canada all its own, with its own distinctive history and culture. So, as entertaining as my Quebecois friends might be, I thought it wise to recruit some natives, Chef Jeremy Charles and his partner, Jeremy Bourdain. It's an all-dude affair.
What's on the menu today?
Codfish.
Codfish.
Yeah, or just fish.
Just fish.
Well, fish, when you say, you know, fish is cod in Newfoundland, you know? When you talk about fish, people just assume it's codfish. Living off the ocean is insane. It's unbelievable when you get out here and you see, and you're in the elements, and it makes you really respect people who work on the water, you know what I mean? Like,
guys used to row out here.
yeah, and like, you know, they just realize what it takes to get into the restaurant. It's not easy, right? So
Respect the fish and chips a little bit more,
respect the
right?
fish and chips, man.
For over 500 years, the icy waters off Newfoundland's coast overflowed with a seemingly endless bounty of cod. Fishermen from all over, as far away as England, Portugal, and Spain, came here to pull them from the sea. They built entire food cultures around the delicate, white-fleshed fish, and for most of its history, cod defined the culture here. Cod was king.
Ottawa is about to announce a moratorium on northern cod. Small independents, big company trawlers, all will have to pull their nets and dock their boats.
But in 1992, after years of overfishing, the Canadian government shut the industry down.
6 generations down the line passed down, and he's done nothing but S-H-I-T to us.
The moratorium wiped out the main source of income for the province and ended a way of life. And though it's been loosened some, the moratorium is still in effect today.
What was the spirit of the people in '92?
Think about it. Think about your #1 industry.
No one could fish.
Culture.
Nothing. Zero.
Yeah, it went from going out to jig a fish for your family or whenever you wanted to absolutely nothing. So it just like tore the heart and soul out of people.
Like people change cod for
It's crazy.
tilapia?
Can I ask this though? Was it warranted, the closing down of the fishery?
Yeah.
It was.
Thing was, I mean, a lot of the inshore small guys were talking about it for years, talking about we can't keep this up, like factory trawlers, and the fishery was just getting bigger and bigger. And it's like, how do you put a factory trawler that's just dragging the
Everything in
seas
the ocean.
from multiple countries, including our own, for years and
So that
years, and
stopped.
not have an effect?
It was very dark times.
But better now.
Yes,
Getting
definitely.
better.
Yeah.
From what we've seen, and the fishermen, we've talked to
fishermen out
fishermen in the
there.
bays and stuff, cod's coming back.
Cod is king still.
Cod is still king.
Yeah.
What's your water depth? 140. Okay, that's perfect. Let's give her a shot. So let's start with 2 lines and then see how much of a mess we've got with tide.
One. Yeah, I got a nibble.
There you go.
Yeah.
Lift that rod.
Oh, there you go, Fred.
Nice one.
Wow. Next one is a moose.
No,
Great on.
no, you got a big fish. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Go. There you go. Oh, it's a nice size one.
Yeah. One down, 14 to go, is it?
Yeah, go ahead, Brian. Are you guys drifting more east?
Oh, yeah. Fish on. There we go. I can see him there now.
All right.
Just keep him in the water.
All right.
Perfect. Well done yourself.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Oh, that's a nice size one.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
That's why these things, when they stink, they bite like crazy.
There you go.
Well, I think that's the most successful fishing scene I've had in many, many years.
All right.
We're surrounded by water and we're not really a seafood eating place. We live in this fish culture. It's been fishing here for hundreds of years, and fish was always not accessible to people here. So it was something that was always for export.
Right.
And so the fishery is changing a little bit. I think as well, it was always just a single species fishery, and now that's diversifying a bit.
By necessity.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really important because we live on this island where food security is an issue.
Dale Jarvis works for the Intangible Cultural Heritage Development Office for the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, helping communities safeguard what they can of traditional culture.
What's changed as far as the way that, I'm going to try to pronounce it correctly, Newfoundlanders see themselves? I mean, something seems to be happening here as far as people here beginning to value their own products, their own traditional foodways.
Yeah.
That's a big change. And it's something that Jeremy Charles, for instance, has been doing very, very, very successfully. How important is that?
I think the one thing that has kept people here in the wake of the fisheries collapse, like the fish moratorium in 1992, so many people left, and what really has kept people here is that sense of tradition. I think sometimes there's this idea that tradition is static, and that isn't necessarily true. Tradition is always kind of changing in response to the environment. And people choose the things that they're passionate about, and they find a way to make that work. And I think Newfoundlanders have always had that tradition of making do and making things work in the situation where they are.
Here at the family-owned and operated Chase Landing, the specialty is fish and chips.
How's everything tasting?
Oh, really good, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Glad to hear.
Homemade fries, always a good thing. How Canadian is Newfoundland?
You know, we have this kind of complex relationship here in Newfoundland with the rest of Canada. You know, we're a very old British colony here, but we've only really been part of Canada since 1949. And I think for a long time, on the mainland of Canada, there was kind of this stereotype of Newfoundlanders as being, you know, poor and uneducated, kind of that goofy, newfie stereotype kind of stuff that happened. And over the past 10, 20 years, there's been a real shift in how the rest of Canada perceives Newfoundland, but I think also as how Newfoundlanders perceive themselves. And people, I think, are starting to say, hey, we don't have to just import food from, you know, the United States or Canada. You know, the stuff that we have here, the ingredients that we have here are actually pretty special.
You could actually shoot a bird would serve it in a restaurant.
Yeah.
You do that in Montreal, you get arrested. You can shoot rabbits,
Yeah.
serve them in restaurants.
Yeah, we have the benefit of that here. Yeah.
No, this is an enormous and unique advantage.
Back at the shed, a classic fish and brews. A hearty sailor's stew of cod and hardtack.
Sweet, look at that. Whoa, what's this?
Scrunchions.
Scrunchions.
Scrunchions?
Grab one.
Salted pork fat.
They're crisp.
Oh, God.
Is that ridiculous?
Oh, I can just sit around in like some
Pile that on bread.
some shit-stained underwear. Sit there in front of a television, eat those all day long. Ah.
You'll have to change them before jiu-jitsu, those same underwear.
That's what must.
Yes.
Well, look at that. It's beautiful.
Are you searching for the parts?
Yeah, just kind of get a bit of everything.
Garnished with scrunchions?
Yeah.
Soigné.
Yeah. It's pretty much the dish, you know? Thank you, sir.
Oh, damn, this is delicious.
Oh, good? You like it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, so good.
My grandmother would be happy. It's good.
Hunting is very much part of the culture here. Traditionally, you hunted to eat, to stay warm, to survive. And there is no game more prized than the moose. Just over 300 miles from the capital of St. John's, about a 7-hour drive through some beautiful, if rugged and wild country, is Buckins, for what we are told is prime moose hunting. A beautiful lake, rustic cabins, where a few friends can hunt and forage, and perhaps in between combing the wilds in search of the elusive moose, throw together a simple wilderness meal around the campfire. Nothing fancy, just the bare essentials.
We're drinking Sacrament from Prince Edward County, Ontario. Hinterland Winery. And we're also drinking a wine from here, the Maritimes, Nova Scotia. It's a Benjamin Bridge Méthode Classique Rosé.
Roughing it in usual style.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Are we facing up to having a successful hunt? Or...
Welcome to Newfoundland, boys. Thanks for joining us.
If this is failure, I want more.
Thankfully, fully aware of my jinx-like effect on on-camera hunting scenes, the boys have stocked our larder with many delicious things. So we're covered.
Whoa. Cotequina?
Finocchina.
What?
So,
What did you call me?
Finocchio.
Oh, that's awesome.
No.
You often eat in the rain?
Like I said, you're in Newfoundland.
It was Miami like 5 minutes ago.
You don't come here for the weather.
No, literally 5 minutes ago, it was like sunglasses.
And that's Newfoundland. 4 seasons in one day.
And how many times have you been here?
I've never been here. Well,
No.
No, never.
You guys are all like...
Whoa, wait a minute. This is your first time.
Our first time in Newfoundland. We've tried to come on a couple of occasions, but no, we've never been here.
Proud Canadians.
This is not one of the destinations that a Canadian ends up in.
And yet you decided to open a fine dining restaurant that by definition is seasonal and requires at least a significant part of your clientele to get on a plane and make the kind of commitment that these motherfuckers clearly have not made. And this is them.
Yeah, I mean, we just wanted to do what we love to do and cook good food and celebrate Newfoundland product.
And where do these oysters hail from?
These are Beausoleil oysters.
Beausoleil,
Named after the early Manson family killer.
Was there Beausoleil in the Manson
Bobby
family?
Beausoleil. In fact, the entire Manson family's killings were designed to draw suspicion away from Bobby Beausoleil.
I was always a fan of Squeaky Fromm.
They just let Leslie Van Houten out of the joint.
Correct.
And I hear she likes camping.
Fred and Dave do not travel light. Previously acquired stunt moose, the legs slow roasted over an open fire. The ribs of the same beast braised on the coals. A natural gravy simmers away. A cured ham brought from our generous friend Martin Picard in Montreal. But first, cans.
Oh my good God, look at that thing.
It's jellied foie gras.
Look at this thing. Jesus.
This is the proof of our low self-esteem.
A tureen of wild hare drizzled with sauce.
What?
Another tureen of pheasant, wild duck, and guinea hen, loaded with pleasing hunks of foie gras.
Oh, look at that.
A wild boar tureen.
Do you have boars here?
No.
Hogzillas?
No.
That's another thing.
Hogzilla?
I think it would be an amazing legacy for Joe Beef to introduce a foreign species to Newfoundland.
I think that's awesome.
Like, that's the kind of shit people don't do anymore.
Wow. So you're mixing canned and fresh truffle.
Yeah, because we can. The same reason the dogs eats his ass. Because he can.
After a humiliation in the wild as severe as ours, as sporting gentlemen, it is required that we discharge our weapons.
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
Well,
in this case, at non-living things.
All right, pull.
Got a fish.
Okay, pull.
What are the symptoms of lead poisoning?
Inability to hit a skeet.
Oh.
It's a bad place for hippies to go camp on the other side.
Yeah.
Pull. Pull. Pull.
Is that the stuff you learn in West Virginia, Stan?
Our main course arrives as the temperature drops. Moose shoulder and ribs, neck braised in red wine, wild mushrooms, and grilled Scotch lovage for the essential vegetable component, and roast chestnuts, bacon, and pearl onions.
Whoa, look at that. It's gorgeous.
We didn't shoot a moose, but we're going to taste the moose. That's good.
Wow.
Yeah, let's pass the nug. Who's nuts?
Thank you. Wow. It's good.
Moose meat, best meat, #1 meat in the world. No better meat than moose. That's for sure.
Wow. Yeah. This is amazing.
I think that it's a treat, and it's, I've said for years that moose meat is the best meat. The champagne of animal protein. Well,
You're right. It is something special.
Don't even mind the rain anymore.
look at that. Like, what is that? It's amazing.
It's a great day.
He'll hop in your hand.
Would he? He
Yep.
might.
Here, look, watch.
Put something in your hand and he'll get it.
Look, he's on the camera. I really want to do this. He's gone? Oh, he's on Tony's head.
Animals love me. Yeah. I told you. I'm like St. Francis of fucking Assisi. Whoa, look, they really are hitting him. Well, this could get ugly really quickly. Next thing you know, they're pecking our eyeballs out and tunneling up our asses.
$63 feet.
Okay, we're ready to go.
Thank you, sir. What are we drinking?
A little Benjamin Bridge Brut Reserve out of Nova Scotia. Cheers.
Gentlemen,
Cheers. To the Queen.
No, I hate the aristocracy, man.
They don't have long.
Raymond's in St. John's is probably the best known, most celebrated restaurant in Newfoundland. It's gotten the region national, even international attention with its hyper-localized, wildly creative menus.
Wow, this is exciting. Oh, wow.
Seafood Tower, yes. Razor clams, snow crab, mussels, capelin, whelk, and sea urchin.
Oh, look at that.
Little plump sacks of goodness. Oh, God, that's good. Bocarones, I'm very excited about as well.
Whelks is my game.
Really?
Oh, love.
The bocarones are quite remarkable. This is really good.
I'm gonna pass tuna around.
I like the little berries.
Yeah, they're neat. That's funny. There's no oysters on this or clams, which is
Right.
refreshing.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah. It's only local.
Okay, here we go.
Today we're just going to do just a scallop crudo, basically raw scallop, just with a salt, fresh herbs, a few simple garnishes. It doesn't need much. It is what it is, you know? It speaks for itself.
For me, the ocean, the definition of the ocean, when I think of the ocean, I think of New England, the northern part of France, you know, magnificent, steel gray, intimidating.
It's the coldest fucking water. Iceland, here,
Sterile.
Northern Europe.
Northern Atlantic.
Right. This is
It's
like,
where it's all about.
Yeah.
Or for me, it was always where it's all about.
There's no draggers, no nothing. It's just, you know, friends of mine who gear up and who are crazy enough to jump in the Atlantic Ocean, go to the bottom. They emerge with these baskets of beautiful scallops.
All right, let's get started.
Look at the nerve that's still in it. You see it there? Fresh scallop.
Just want to keep it pretty simple, you know?
They're delicious. You can't get much fresher than that.
No, I wouldn't say.
I take it on myself to turn it into an nasturtium tacos. Tacos of scallop.
I love nasturtiums.
Wow.
We're eating Newfoundland.
Yeah.
We're so fortunate here in Newfoundland and Labrador to be able to serve wild game, moose, rabbits, partridge, grouse. It's a really big part, big staple of our menu, obviously. It's the reason why the restaurant's pretty much open, you know? Nowhere else in the country you can do that.
Heart of caribou tartare with Adler and chanterelle.
I'm enjoying this meal.
Yeah, man, it's
Very, very, very much. It's really, really good.
Jeremy Charles, in my opinion, honestly, I would say easily top chef in Canada, most likely, you know?
As a model of bravery, determination, courage, pride, and not a false note.
We've not ate anything that's not from
Everything's-
this island.
Well, what we got here is a cod sound. It's the swim bladder of the codfish. It just goes right up the middle of the fish. We've been toying around with this for a long time. So this is almost like boot leather, you know? It's really, really tough. So we'll salt it overnight, then we'll soak it, and then we'll dehydrate it. And this is the product you're left with. It's almost like a chicharron type of texture, you know?
But my grandmother, she'd probably just render out pork fat scrunchions, and they just fry these off, you know?
So what we'll do then is we'll drop that in the oil, and it's gonna puff up, becomes this beautiful chip.
Charred whelk with brejola of seal and crispy cod sounds. What was this?
Sound of floating bladder.
Bladder. Yeah, I like that. Good. Bladder.
It's what?
Fried bladder.
Smell it though. It's good, this clabber roti.
It's delicious.
The onslaught of food continues. Cod fillet with cod liver quenelle, partridge profiterole, and this, the classic local staple, Jig's dinner, reinvented into a pasta dish.
It's beautiful.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
I'll go so far as saying it's the best pasta I've ever eaten.
Wow. The pasta itself is extraordinary.
Even the detail in this room is amazing. Even the carpets, if you notice.
No.
We have a pair for you.
No way. That's super creepy. I'm alarmed. As you step away from the urinal, are you shaking the last couple of drops
Yes.
on my face every time? Wow. I don't know what to say. I'm stunned.
Last but not least, chanterelle ice cream.
Oh, it's good.
Ooh. It tastes like farmer's daughter. That musty funk, you know, in the hayloft.
That's spectacular ice cream, though, for real. I'm like I'm mad at you for not having made this already.
No.
You're the king of soft serve flavors. You've not done chanterelle ice cream, Fred. I'm kind of pissed.
Tons of it. You just never pay attention.
It's kind of dirty. In a good way. I mean, in a really good way. I hope they don't find that 8-ball.
How long is the flight?
Just about 45 minutes.
45 minutes, that's enough to see, you know, all the good films that Michael Bay ever made.
I'm going to France. Not like Francophone Canada, but France. Really. A little bit of actual France, sitting about 45 minutes offshore. The islands of Saint-Pierre-Miquelon, France's last foothold in North America. French cars, French food, pay in euros, and French attitude.
We really have a French way of life here, really. We eat French. I think we think French also, almost.
Our hosts on this otherwise male-centric brocation are Maite and her friend, Hillary. People around here don't eat out much. Instead, most cook at home, often with friends.
This is sea urchin pâté.
Yes. What?
Pâté d'oursin, a sea urchin pâté. Plump sacks of roe fresh off the beach, formed into a loaf and cooked with bread, garlic, and onions, and utterly delicious.
Look at that.
This is a try.
Wow, it's pretty. Look at that. Wow, it's sensational.
You like it?
Fantastic.
Good.
Wow, that's good.
You know, this is a kind of dish for real we should do, like
That's a very
buy
good
a lot
idea.
of urchins, transform it all at once when it's at the peak of freshness, make a solid pâté and serve it slice by slice, like foie gras, you know?
My mind's already racing. Urchin sausages.
Steal this recipe, dude. This is good.
Well, we'll have to call it pâté maïté.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. What an honor. I don't have copyrights on that because it's local.
Classic.
Really traditional from here.
Yes. Is it? Yeah. You've had this all your life.
Yes.
Wow.
Stuffed squid over rice.
This is family style, you know.
Wow, look at that. Oh, thank you.
Do you want some rice with it?
Wow.
You know, traditional and family meal.
Yeah. You're an amazing cook.
Thank you.
This is really great.
Maybe you're gonna have to open a small little restaurant. Did you ever think of that?
Well, I'm planning to open a pastry shop.
Really?
Yeah.
You bake as well.
Braised halibut, simple and perfect.
Halibut.
Wow, look at that.
Are these potatoes from here?
From France.
Sont les rats de Noirmoutier.
Oh no, we would like to. We love.
Les charlottes, les belles de Fontenay.
Your knowledge of tubers is dazzling.
Fred has an incredible amount of pedantic knowledge about several subjects.
Oh, wow, this is great.
At this point, there's only one thing missing.
Oh, wow. Wow.
No
look
way.
at this.
Local cheese. Glorious cheese.
This is
This is a tarte crème d'amande.
With urchins.
No. With baked apples and blackberries from here.
fantastic.
You have to open a little table d'invité or something like that. You have so much talent in cooking and sourcing and talking about it. Don't stick to the pastry shop. That's my gut feeling. I mean,
I want to talk to you about financials as well. I want to talk to you about, but I want to talk to you about how when you say tea shop and there's no money in it.
You have to sell wine.
They'll make a small wine bar. But wine bar is a license to print money.
Wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy with this cheese. The meal in general, all of it was fantastic.
It was a brilliant
so happy.
meal. It's a grand repas.
This is the meal I needed. This is really a throwback. This is the sort of meal that you have a hard time finding in France now.
Yeah.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You really have a hard time finding a true, proud French regional meal.
It's incredibly difficult.
I am above all things a man of the people, a regular Joe, a man as moved by a simple slab of mom's meatloaf as I am of lark's tongues in aspic, studded with truffles and moistened with the tears of baby unicorn. Big R's provides the local version of comfort food that all of us, chefs and regulars, want and need.
Right, now correct me if I'm wrong. The indigenous specialties would be the jig's dinner.
Yeah.
And we got to get the funyuns, the bunions, the scrunchions.
Scrunchions?
The
You think they can whip up some beets and goat cheese for me?
Fried bologna, and don't sneer, it's awesome. And you gotta have some fried clam strips, for Dave anyway. Liver and onions for Fred. Pan-fried cod's tongues. They call it a jig's dinner. Perhaps the ultimate Newfoundland classic. Like a pot au feu or a New England boiled dinner. Basically, boiled salt beef, cabbage, turnips, potatoes, and peas pudding. Topped with gravy. Preferably lots of gravy.
Oh, this is magnificent.
This is something you have at your grandmother's house on the
Really?
weekend.
It's basically pot au feu.
That's beautiful.
And when gravy's this, without
Yes, 100%.
apology.
Yeah, no apologies. Yeah.
By the way, who can make the more cookbook-ready plate? Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I love this gravy.
Give the boys the recipe for the Joe beef Swiss chard.
Oh, it's amazing. We have a lot of Swiss chard in the restaurant.
And the gardens as
And for years and years and years, we used to serve it to customers, and they never liked it.
Wow.
So what we started doing is we split the stems from the greens. We'll take the stems, we'll blanch them like in the presto oven, then we'll juice them.
I'm happy.
We'll take the juice, reduce it, then we'll char lightly the leaves.
Clam strip.
Thank you kindly.
We'll chop them, ciselé, and we'll combine both with a bit of butter.
Swap you a little bit of bologna for a clam strip. Okay,
Okay,
I'm going in.
Sometimes we put the peppers that we smoke in the smoker.
All right. Cheers.
We'll bake it in the oven with Parmesan cheese and breadcrumb, and then we'll toss it in the garbage.
Immediately.
You know what I like to do in a Sausage Fest themed show like this one? I like to get liquored up and throw axes at a target, hoping, of course, they don't bounce off and sink into my groin or somebody else's groin. I hate when that happens.
Have you done this before?
I've thrown axes. I throw axes.
I had a throwing axe board in the back of Joe Beef until I realized it wasn't really safe.
All right,
Try not to cut your own ear off.
You want to draw back nice and slow over your head. Lean right in. When your arm is straight out and it's parallel with the ground, that's when
you release.
That's it.
Is there a William Tell kind of story in Newfoundland with a cod over the head and the father that threw the axe?
Not yet, not yet. Do it proud.
Go, Fred.
Got him. Well, watch your head there. All right, so far we kind of suck. This is not encouraging.
Try the double hand, yeah. Oh, that's close.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my axe to good use and cut a little bit of that Munster cheese and that.
Now you're talking. Let's have a little pork, some stinky cheese. It'll become Thor the Thunder God. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try again. I will get this right. We're going back to drinking after this, I can tell you right now. Something I excel at.
Oh, yes. Wow. Now I'm making my David tattoo even bigger.
I'm gonna concentrate. I'm gonna think of someone I really, 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 really hate.
Yes!
Oh!
Oh!
Fuck you.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Let's bring the Royal Order of Screechers to order.
One final bit of business remains in this enchanted land called Newfoundland. An ancient and solemn ritual reserved for newcomers. An official welcome and initiation. A way of saying, you are welcome. You are just maybe now one of us.
Oh, there's fire involved.
It's always fun when there's fire involved.
I feel much better about this.
Today, I will be screeched in.
I do need you to take a small piece of Newfoundland steak.
Is it organic?
And yes, of course, yes. Do not worry about if you're vegetarian. There's not real much meat in it. Anyway.
Thank you
And
kindly.
David and Tony and David.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. In 1497, there was a man by the name of John Cabot. John Cabot sailed the Atlantic on his boat, the Matthew, all the way from Bristol, England to Bonavista Bay. And when he arrived, he saw lots of activity in our water. Now, he didn't know what was going on, but he dropped his bucket down to fill it up with water. And when he came up to the top of the boat, it was filled right to the rim with codfish. Now, word got out fast how plentiful the fish were in our waters that they traveled from all over to settle here and to catch the fish, salt the fish, trade the fish all around the world as a means of survival. In one place in particular that we traded with was with Jamaica. Because in Jamaica, they make rum. And we loved rum. We loved it so much that we would actually get that on that wharf and we kissed the fish goodbye, knowing that it was coming back to us in the way of rum. So in keeping with that time and honor tradition, I do have a little buddy for you to meet.
It's a gremlin.
This is a real Newfoundland codfish. Given the chance, this fish could have grown up to the height of 6 feet tall, weighed as much as 130 pounds. This fish won't grow any more than this because it's dead. I do need you all to pucker up and give this fish a little kiss. Excellent, Fred. There we go.
On the lips?
You're best to go first and last, and by the Jesus, keep that tongue in your mouth. All right. Excellent.
Did you name your fish Valtrex?
I will now.
You were just in a strip club, though, right? Were you? Where did you put that mouth?
Tony, you can't catch it twice.
Oh, here, me darling.
Oh, my God, Vince. Come on, love. Let go. Okay, this is like an aphrodisiac for you, too. Okay. And we can't have a drink without having a toast. So please wait till everybody gets their shot and we'll do it together. Okay, so here's to health and your company, and one for the lasses. Let's drink it, be merry, all out of our glasses. Let's drink it, be merry, bad thoughts to refrain. For we may or may not ever all be here again. Up to the lips, over the gums. Look out, gullet. Here she comes. Got your back. Okay, now, I now declare you all honorary Newfoundlanders. Awesome. There we go. David!
Oh, well, I's the boy that builds a boat, and I's the boy that sails her, and I's the boy that catches the fish and brings it home to Liza. Hip your partner, Sally the Bow, hip your partner, Sally Brown, Fogle, Twinning, A. Morton's Harbor, all around the circle. I took Liza to a dance with fate that she could travel. Every step that she did take was up to her knees in gravel. Hip your partner, Sally the Bow, hip your partner, Sally Brown, Fogle, Twinning, A. Morton's Harbor, all around the circle. I don't want your maggoty fish, they're no good for winter, and I can buy as good as that way down in Bonavista. Vista. Hip your partner, Sally the Bow, hip your partner, Sally Brown, Fogle, Twinning, A. Morton's Harbor, all around the circle.
The thundering hooves of many horses. The sound of 1,000 beer cans popping open. And music. Always music. Be afraid. Be very afraid. No, really.
Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
There are parts of America that are special, unique. Unlike anywhere else, cultures all their own, kept close, much loved, but largely misunderstood. The vast patchwork of saltwater marshes, bayous, and prairie land that make up Cajun country is one of those places. While the rest of the USA got stitched together by superhighways, southwestern Louisiana remained relatively isolated. I-10 wasn't completed until the 1970s, finally connecting this part of the state to New Orleans, Houston, and the rest of the nation. With that came chain restaurants, drive-thrus, and strip malls. But fear not, it's still magnificently weird. Take, for example, Cajun Mardi Gras. Ordinarily, I loathe the idea of Mardi Gras. Any kind of group celebration, anything festive involving dancing, fills me with self-conscious dread. Thousands of happy drunks crowding into the French Quarter, for instance, not for me. But Cajun Mardi Gras is another thing entirely. Closer to the ancient French tradition, vaguely more dangerous, downright medieval. Cajuns do things their way, always have, always will. Whether it's hanging on to the French language of their ancestors, their music, traditions, or food, Cajuns fiercely keep it all vibrantly alive. Boudin is the ubiquitous sausage of Cajun country, and judging by the lineup at the drive-thru, Billy's Boudin is pretty damn popular.
So this is a Boudin ball stuffed with pepper jack cheese, which I believe Billy's is responsible for its invention.
What's that, like ground up sausage and molten cheese, battered and fried? Who's gonna hate that? No one.
In addition to Boudin, breakfast around here wouldn't be complete without some cracklings, and of course, a cold beer.
My father's first language is French. I mean, as a kid, for him, he was whipped at school for speaking French.
Yeah, I mean, look, is it fair to say that at most points in its history, the Cajuns have been, if not a despised minority, aggressively marginalized minority?
Our depiction stops at swamp scenes and alligators, and it's so much more than that. Not just because of the food, not just because of the music, because of the whole way of life, you know? Especially Acadiana, this is the most European part of America, in my opinion.
So we're gonna eat well this week.
Yeah, a lot of good food, a lot of house parties.
Excited about Mardi Gras? My first, never been to one.
Here it's a whole different thing. I mean, the major difference is that here you are the event. If you're attending Mardi Gras, if you're running Mardi Gras, then you are part of it.
Right.
Like it's bigger than Christmas.
Toby Rodriguez is about as Cajun as you get. I met him nearly a decade ago when I came here for a boucherie. Back then, Toby and everybody else said, you got to come back for our Mardi Gras.
Give me a hand.
We do Mardi Gras right. And so, here I am. It's the week before, and there's anticipation in the air. All over Acadiana, scenes like this unfold. Out in the yard with friends and family, kids playing, music, dancing, beer, good Catholic whiskey, gumbo cooking in a big pot.
Welcome back.
How you doing? Really good. Good to see you both again.
Good to see you too.
Thanks.
You might call the Savoie family Cajun royalty. I know them from my last visit, and it's good to see them again. Mark Savoie was born and raised here in the small prairie town of Eunice. Together with his wife Anne and sons Joel and Wilson, they make up the Savoie family band. They've all been playing music since they were children and share a devotion, dedication to Cajun culture.
So how far does the family go back here?
Mark, here's the question. How far does your family go back here?
Well, I think back to the American Revolution, because the land that we live on was ceded to one of our ancestors, and part of that land is still in our family today.
How the French Acadian pioneers got here and ended up becoming Cajun is a long story. Forcibly deported by the Protestant British from their homeland in Nova Scotia, the Acadians became refugees, eventually settling deep in the mosquito-infested swamps and flatlands of Louisiana, a place nobody else wanted at the time. Over the years, the settlers absorbed to varying degrees other cultures, Irish, Spanish, German, Native American, and West African, among others, mutating into a distinctive culture unlike any other.
So how long has the family been playing music?
Well, my grandfather was a fiddler, but I don't know more than that.
But I have that fiddle. It's your grandfather's fiddle and your uncle's fiddle.
Yeah, which was your great uncle.
Living in the same case here in the house.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing for Mardi Gras?
Running.
Yes, running.
Running. You running?
I believe I am.
What are you doing?
He's a captain.
What are you doing?
I'm running Mardi Gras.
What are you doing?
Running Mardi Gras. Right here.
But you know, in the old days, it was just people walking. It wasn't, it's become insane. It's become insane, more and more insane.
And every year somebody dies in this. Every single year, there's one death in Mardi Gras. Every year.
But you know, you gotta stay away from the horses' feet. You know, like a lot of horse injuries, like they're horses. So
Right.
the horses will kick you in the head or something.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there are a lot of really good reasons that you doing all these things. I mean, it's the end of winter. People are out of food.
And it's right before Lent. You know,
It's right before
the
Lent.
last of the
Yeah, this is the last.
what you got in you. You
the
have to
last
stop
big party.
everything for a good while.
Last chance
Really,
to
you can
misbehave before Lent. And then the next day they go to church and get an X on their forehead.
So you go in, you got a black eye, your shoulders out of its socket, and you get the.
You get the cross and
Everybody
get
in church praying, getting the ashes. Sorry for everything I did. Okay.
Sorry for everything I did yesterday.
Fais dodo. Translated means go to sleep. Something a mother would say to a crying baby. This soothing phrase became, over time, something else entirely.
Finish that. I gotta draw. It's Mardi Gras.
Apparently, Mom was just lulling Junior to sleep so she could go party. A warm-up for Mardi Gras, or simply the continuation of what seems like an endless pregame of drinking, eating, music, dancing, and celebration.
Golly, golly, Mardi Gras. Good, good, Mardi Gras. Oh boy, Anthony Bourdain. Good, good, Mardi Gras.
Toby, a contractor and butcher and restaurateur jack of all trades, is the host of this epic Fais dodo. And he's invited 170 or so of his closest friends. Everybody cooks. Men, women, even kids appear to have a specialty. Weather be damned. We came to party, and party we shall. Food has always tied communities here together. Cajuns trace the roots of their culture and cuisine to a particularly brutal diaspora, followed by a steep learning curve as they adapted to the harsh environment of rural Louisiana. Their culinary traditions are a direct reflection of those days.
This is Saturday, right? So we are prepping for Mardi Gras.
So these people have been drunk for how long?
About a week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what part of, where am I?
Man, you're in the middle of Grand Coteau, Louisiana.
Right. Like, this is not the bayou, this is the prairie.
You're in the prairie. That's what the Grand Coteau is, big hill.
Right.
So that's like right now where we're at. You're actually at one of the highest points in Louisiana, if you can believe that. It's kind of scary,
Yeah,
right?
like 8 feet up, 8 feet
Oh, yeah.
elevation.
Yeah. Like you take a Cajun to the mountains, we might get a little woozy.
No party around here would be complete without a crawfish boil.
All right, and fire up the reactor. Hell yeah.
I hope you're ready.
I'm ready. I like this thing.
Oh man, this is my baby right here.
Now, what's the appropriate term for a crawfish? Is crawfish, crawdad, mudbug?
Don't say crawdads. Down here is crawfish.
All right.
Yeah.
No other term is acceptable?
I mean, you can call them little mud bugs if you want, but we like to just call them by what they are, crawfish.
Okay, so écrivisse would not be...
Yeah, crevice. Yeah, that's French for crawfish.
All right, that'll work too?
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Woo, that's good. Go for it, man. And the kids don't need much convincing.
Oh, they love them. That's the first crawfish of the season for us.
Oh, man, that's pretty. What that was super dark sauce, man.
Yeah,
So-
it's like parsnips and celery.
Ah, okay, I get it. Oh, that's delicious. What are these guys doing out there standing in the rain?
And this sounds like a good idea when drinking. A rousing game of stump, or stump and nails. Throw a hammer in the air and drive it down hard, hopefully onto a nail rather than a hand or other extremity, preferably in the rain.
How dumb do you feel if you end up in a hospital that thing sunk into your like cheek?
No, that's only twice.
Has this happened? Only twice? Okay, good. So I like my odds.
Swing it down. Like that.
You got a spark.
Whose nails that? First shot, first kill. Josh, you have a thing.
As night falls, it's time for more food. I sit down with Toby and his friends, Lucius, Megan, and Jolie.
That's catfish cubio. Rice first, Tony.
Perfect rice.
That's a shrimp stew down there?
That's shrimp stew.
What is this? Hard-boiled egg?
Yeah.
I gotta ask though, but before I forget, now Mardi Gras coming up Tuesday.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I've sort of noticed it's a guy thing.
Most runs cannot run. Women cannot run.
It is very much a boys' club. It always has been. They always say,
You support this brutal fascist regime?
Oh, no, the run that I capitan is co-ed.
But that's the exception, not the rule.
It is the exception, huge.
Yeah.
We had a female the other day go, I'm gonna run Mamu, and I'm like, no, you're not. Don't do it. They don't accept it.
So what happened if you were to show up?
You get chased off.
Chased off?
Yeah.
They're segregated as far as the sexes, but there are two different runs.
Yeah, but that's like Saudi Arabia, dude.
I know.
No, it's backwards here. I mean,
It's very backwards. Like, women don't have a place in a run on Mardi Gras.
Yo, we need y'all to come in a little bit because we're kind of getting cold. And we need y'all's warmth up in this mud right here.
Ash Wednesday, man. At the beginning of Lent. Got to get all the devil out of it. And I drink a little whiskey every now and then. See, a buzzard fly high, but he got to come down to drink.
What is Creole and what is Cajun are increasingly difficult distinctions in this day of commercialization and appropriation. Anything delicious and unique is going to end up slapped on a bag in front of the words potato chips. Creole means, or has come to mean, a mixture of languages, peoples, and cultures. In Louisiana, though, it's usually used to describe members of the African-American or mixed-race French-speaking community.
Why do you think it's important that people still sing in French and
to me,
keep
that's
that
what,
language, that dialect alive?
That's what makes it Zydeco. Zydeco's always been influenced by mainstream music, but it started as French music, as Creole music. And you totally remove that from the music. A lot of times it's just rap with an accordion, or rock and roll with an accordion. You still have the
hip-hop
French
stuff. I tell you what, I can call my mama, she's 85, writing on the phone. And she talk, most of the time talk to them in French. My grandma couldn't speak nothing else.
Right.
I'm having lunch today with historian and radio DJ Herman Fusilier, Creole cowboy Dave Lamel, and musically inclined business owner Sid Williams. The spot is Laura's Plate Lunch 2, popular all the time, but particularly busy on Sundays after church. Rice and gravy, fried fish, ribs, and smothered stuffed turkey wings, which I am all over like a heat-seeking missile.
Damn, that looks serious.
When you say Louisiana, they think of Cajun. Cajun is a big part of Louisiana, but Creole is a big part of Louisiana too, you know.
It used to be native to Louisiana.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the original meaning, as I understand.
It still has hundreds of definitions. But for us, it's descendants of slaves and free people of color, and it deals with the food and the music, and the Catholic Church is a big part of it too.
But yeah, trail rides and horseback riding is just a way of Louisiana now. You know, it's been going on for so long, and
music was always part of it, but the music got to be more of it, and then slowly but surely it became a party where, you know, kind of this social scene.
There's a lot of pieces coming together. You got food, horses, and music.
Trail rides go back a long way. They happen all year, but are also the way Creoles celebrate Mardi Gras around here. Kind of a moving tailgate party and barbecue. Interestingly, and I almost want to dig up John Wayne just to tell him this, Creoles are widely believed to be the first American cowboys, herding cattle in the plains and bayous of Louisiana long before white dudes and assless chaps started showing up in the West. In fact, Zydeco music was born out of cowboy culture, the rhythm of the washboard mimicking the trot of a horse on the trail.
we don't want to lose our culture, what we have here, because this is a true thing that goes on every weekend, and I think the world needs to see it, you know. Yeah, we are Creole black guys riding horses, wearing cowboy hats, dancing to Zydeco music. And
playing accordion.
Playing accordion. At one time, it maybe wasn't cool, but now if you be in country and trail riding and listening to Zydeco music, you cool.
Hunting in Louisiana marshland has been a way of life for the Acadians since they first arrived here hundreds of years ago. Back then, however, they didn't have these things, a big fan and a whole lot of horsepower. Also didn't have an infestation of wild pigs, an invasive but delicious species that are causing big problems for the local ecosystem. They're supposed to be all over, like shooting fish in a barrel, I'm told. I'm tagging along with the Millers. Uncle Bruno is the best cook in the family. His nephew Jay, a stone-cold killer.
You know what's the technique to holding your beer? Like shit like this, look. That's the technique. Everywhere there's a tree hanging over like that, that little area,
They like that.
It just seems like that'd be such a good spot for them. But just not seen him yet. There's definitely problematic hogs in this area. It's just, they're not here at the moment, you know?
Well, the tracks are everywhere.
They've walked here in the past 24 hours, you know? So where they at? Where? We could try our best hog call. Just like.
Does that work?
You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Yeah, that's it.
And yet, despite there being millions of invasive wild pigs in Louisiana, after terracing around the marshes for hours, we come up empty. No pig for you, Yankee carpetbagger.
I know you want to have a family dinner and all this romantic bullshit, but look, let me tell you, my grandma has the most impressive farts you ever smelled. And the best cinnamon rolls, too. So you're in for a treat both ways.
I'm looking forward.
Nope, we didn't see nothing. No pigs. It happens. I guess why they call it fishing and hunting instead of killing and catching, you know.
Yep.
Let's continue on with the beer drinking and perverted jokes. You know?
Indeed.
That's what we came here for.
There are consolations, however, for our mighty hunters. Back at the Miller home, Grandma Jackie prepares fresh-baked bread, while Uncle Bruno cooks up some traditional family specialties. Shrimp and okra, sweet potatoes, rice, of course, and pot au peu, heirloom peas from Grandpa Larry's garden. All in all, things worked out okay in the end.
Bless us, O Lord, in these thy gifts which we are about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen.
And good food, good meat. Great God, let's eat.
Let's eat.
God damn it, let's eat.
You gotta pray before you cuss. So.
As one does.
It's the order before you do it.
Tony, we always start with rice.
I'm gonna get some wine for you.
Yeah, we'll start with some wine. Jay's gonna pour some wine.
Oh, this is beautiful. So everybody excited about tomorrow? The big day?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And then how many days to recover?
Well, we have the whole Lent to recover.
Yeah. Right.
Next day there you go.
So, thank you.
The music and the food are part of what makes us Cajun.
And the Mardi Gras is a very important part of who we are as a people. So we're keeping those traditions going. We're in starting the fifth generation in my family running Mardi Gras.
How far back does the tradition go, and where did it all start?
Back in the 16th century, and wasn't called Mardi Gras then, but it was because our ancestors who were not invited to the king's party because he invited only the wealthy people in the church hierarchy. So our people would do a street party of their own.
So it started out as a genuine need for food and a way to get it.
That's true.
One day a year that you could get it. And as I understand it, it was kind of licensed to mock the people you were
they were
who were leaving you out of the party.
That's where the tall conical hats come from, in mockery of the queen. They were proud people and didn't want to be recognized. That's why they disguised their face, and not to feel like they were taking charity, so they put on a performance.
So at each home that we stop at, there's like a little party that goes on.
Right, so they know you're coming.
No,
and you know you're
it's already
expecting.
prearranged. Like they know we're coming. They have a chicken and they cook something. And
So if I knew you were coming, what would the appropriate preparations be? I should have some food on hand.
You could throw money.
Right.
You could donate a couple of chickens that they could chase and grab.
Right.
basically just board up the windows and make like there's a hurricane coming. Open up the barn, put everything in the barn, lock the barn. I'm talking about down to a shovel. If a Mardi Gras finds a shovel just leaning up against the back of the house, they're gonna grab it, dig a hole, and bury another Mardi Gras.
For me.
I know.
I will be taking part in the Mardi Gras run this year, and one does not interject oneself among hundreds of drunk Cajuns without proper attire. Fortunately, Grandma Jackie is one of the premier couturières of such specialty garb in these parts.
How many masks and outfits do you do a year?
Mask, I guess I made about 50. Usually have 50 or 60 a year.
So you're working on those all year long?
Well, yes.
Almost. Jackie has created a signature nose that's unique to her.
Basically, yeah.
That she's known for.
A lot of people just say, I want a suit. Or if I have one, they say, oh, I like this, or I like this, or I like this. Now, if they come to me and they say, I want the Sage or LSU, I say, no, I make traditional Timamu Mardi Gras costumes. I don't make one that looks like Santa Claus or anything like him. They have to be traditional, or I don't make them. Here it is.
Oh, yeah. It's
There you go,
amazing.
Tony.
Oh, yeah.
How you like
Oh,
to
it's
model it for us?
fearsome. That's great. Now, let me just try it on.
There you go. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all you.
Give me a chicken.
Give me the chicken.
You bring on the chickens.
Just look at the back.
Oh, man,
tell
it
it's
looks
perfect.
great.
Back on nice.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. I'm going to wear this around the house after Mardi Gras. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yours.
Hey, I've seen a lot of different people turn into a lot of different things Mardi Gras Day.
That's right. That's right.
Some of them ain't come back from it either.
You're like the voice of doom, man. I'm telling you.
Traditional costumes and revelry, a contrasting streak of bright color set against the wet, gray landscape of late winter. This is Grand Mamu, Louisiana. Early morning of the last day before Lent. And in Cajun country, that means it's time to run Mardi Gras. Men on horseback. Men on foot. In search of chickens, presumably for the evening's ritual gumbo. House to house they will go, bringing mirth, mockery, and mayhem. Cajun Mardi Gras traces its roots back to medieval France, when this was the one day of the year working poor could hide their identity and subvert the conventions of society. Old-fashioned costumes modeled on satirical riffs on the period garb of aristocrats, religious, and political leaders remain the garment of choice. Though there are also some decidedly modern adaptations. And at this point, I feel like I should be giving you some sort of parental advisory about disturbing imagery and behaviors, along with a caution not to try any of this at home. While everybody is still on their best behavior, a first stop at the local retirement home to bring a little joy into the lives of the old folks.
All right.
Hello, Patsy, my guitar! Come on! Hello! Hello, Patsy!
The capitaines, in purple and gold robes, keep the marauders in line. I don't know what these guys are called, but they are everywhere, providing the revelers with a steady supply of cold beer. I believe they are called enablers. It's before 9 a.m., and already everybody is thoroughly swacked. Since this is my first Mardi Gras, a rundown of the rules would be helpful.
No eye gouging. No fish hooking, no eye gouging. No groin shots?
No women, but
No
women,
women.
and don't wring the chicken's neck.
Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. Right.
What happens if you break the rules? Nothing.
Catching chickens for the evening community gumbo is the name of the game. But you don't get chickens for free.
That's what it's all about.
You are expected to work for it, dancing, clowning, and providing some entertainment before your host release the chicken or chickens. Kind of like trick-or-treating. If your Halloween candy moved at high speed and all the other trick-or-treaters were drunk and competing for the same peanut butter cup like it was the last peanut butter cup on Earth, and they didn't care if they killed you to get it.
Come here, chicken! Oh! Damn! Wow. Grandma got that one. Whoa! Oh, shit! Whoa! No, man. No chicken worth that. Oh. That takes a level of dedication. What, if you're freezing cold with moist nutsack for the rest of the day? No.
And the beer keeps on coming. And I wonder if this is the kind of promotion a major brand had in mind.
I'm gonna have nightmares about Grandma flashing me her titties. This mask caused derangement. Like if you keep looking through the mask, I feel like I got a brain tumor.
Who does your hair? Who does your hair? It's so nice.
In feudal Europe, I guess you'd describe what follows as a state of religious ecstasy. But it's evolved into something else entirely.
And there's definitely a purge vibe, right? I need a nurse next season.
Oh, yeah.
Please look into that.
I believe this might be a prudent time to employ a stunt double for purposes of amusement, comedy, and of course, personal safety. Finally, the mighty warriors return, triumphant, to a proud, if safely boarded up town of Mamou. By this time, well beyond the point of noticing such things as physical pain.
Gonna be hurting tomorrow.
Ash Wednesday marks the end of winter, the beginning of spring and Lent. Where bruised from our exertions and our dimly remembered sins, we might purge ourselves of our transgressions and impure thoughts.
Be merciful, O Lord, for we have sinned.
Try even to make amends, perhaps, by getting right with Jesus, and a period of fasting and quiet reflection, or something like that. Ashes on the forehead. Ask for forgiveness for all your chicken-related foolishness of the previous day. Then 40 days of meatless meals and no sin. I got stuff to do, so I'm hitting the drive-thru for a more expedited service. It's like the express line, and so convenient.
Yeah. Hi.
Remember, you are dust, and to dust you shall return, but the steadfast love of the Lord endures forever. Amen. Thank you.
Right. I got right with God. Let's eat.
Then a drive through country roads all the way out to near Kaplan, to Sweer's Grocery, one of the more awesome locations I've ever found. The kind of breakfast spot I just love deeply. Menu right there on the wall as you walk in, so you know what you're getting.
Hi.
How you doing?
Real good now. How you guys doing today? I think oyster po' boy, but you have crawfish etouffee as well, yes?
Crawfish etouffee.
Yeah, I gotta do that. And you do a pecan pie by the slice as well for
Yes,
dessert?
sir.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll be having some of that later. Yeah. How come my grocery store doesn't have this? Oh man, eat your heart out. Got everything I need here. Feeling pretty good about the world, considering. Minimal hangover, minimal Mardi Gras related damage, a few bruises. At my age, I should be happy I didn't break my hip. Thank you.
Pecan pie. How you
So,
like it?
oh, so good. Really, really good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love this place.
On balance, my Cajun Mardi Gras experience was certainly memorable, if nothing else. And through the parting clouds of cruel winter, there is light and hope and the onset of spring.
One of the most rugged and remote destinations in the United States. Everything out here will bite, poke, or prick you. Everything. People live in cubicles and they're king of their domain. Out here, you ain't king of shit.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
Stick around, tell your friends from the border to the basin out here in West Texas. Great to be here tonight.
The dream of the American West was come out here, get your own little piece of paradise, you work hard, raise cattle, you make enough money to look after your family.
Sure, I'd love to cook you one.
This land, it's really for one thing, and that's producing livestock. They've tried to farm and it doesn't work, and except for beautiful views, that's what it can produce.
West Texas is a big band in this area. Are you the platonic ideal of the Texan? The American hero? Lone rider on a horse? Big empty spaces? Mexican music? Mexican food?
This is still where the punchiest cowboys in the United States are. They don't get no rougher.
I mean, we're 120 miles from the nearest Walmart, 40 miles to a tank of gas or a loaf of bread.
Out here, pretty much everything is 5 hours away.
And the property's been in the family how many generations now?
This is the 4th generation.
Fifth.
5th generation. My granddad came here in the 30s. Bodie's family came out here in 1880.
Not a lot of people left get to do this.
There's still a lot of cowboys, but it's hard to see from the highway.
The ranch is approximately 70,000 acres. We don't use anything other than a horse. No four-wheelers, no helicopters.
Forgive me for saying so, that seems a little stubborn. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as practicality,
He is so opposed to change.
that's not all bad, is it? No.
I mean, these guys, they love it. I mean, they get up every morning and this is their office. He had his teeth kicked out
by
a cow.
Oof.
And then he got in that chute with the steer and knocked them all out again. Oh, there goes Evan. She's about to rope.
How old were you when you learned to ride?
Oh gosh.
She had a horse
I
when
had a
she
horse
was
when I was
3.
like 3.
3.
Yeah. Evan shows horses all over. She is top 5 in the world right now.
In the cow horse, you have to show how well your horse can do, different maneuvers. And
Here comes Levins.
How old?
He's 10. Watch this.
Damn.
Is that hilarious?
It's killing me.
Way to go, Levin!
sweet little hunter, my back into your side.
There we go.
The cabrito that we're eating yesterday was a live goat. We like it spicy, jalapenos and onions, and fresh tomatoes.
If you got a bunch of gringos, it's perfect.
How Mexican is West Texas? This is where it is.
On the other side of that mountain, 20 miles as the crow flies.
Those flavors, those sounds. That's yours also, right?
Oh, yeah. I learned to talk Spanish nearly before I learned to talk English.
It's the good vanilla from Mexico.
Old Mexico or New Mexico?
Old Mexico.
Chewy's mother comes from Mexico, south of Ojinaga.
Yeah. How long you guys been riding together?
Oh, me and him?
Yeah, you and him.
35 years.
It's an awesome way of life.
Jalapeno cheese grits.
Nice.
Of course, they're buttermilk biscuits.
This is an area of Texas that is legendary for whatever you might have thought you were going to do here, nature wins.
Always. Always.
Always.
It'll not rain for 20 years, and you just stay as long as you can, then it starts raining. Yeah.
So, how do you make a living?
Basically, dig in. Work like hell and don't spend any money. Yes.
This table right here is filled with people who truly care about the land and what happens to it.
You just have to have the heart to stay and want to stay and do it and make something of it while you're here. If you got a weak heart, you won't last.
I mean, I'm graduating next year, and I'm gonna go to college, go through law school, finish, but I wanna come back out here. There are kids that are my age that will never see this, never have this, never be able to know people like this. And that's, I mean...
Priceless.
Yeah, how can you say no to that?
If you get to eat 3 good meals a day and be happy, being happy is more important than anything.
Allá en el rancho grande, allá donde viví. El grupo de los rancheros. De tener su buen caballero. De fiarlo por las tardes. Dale vuelta el ganado, allá en el rancho grande, allá donde vivía.
So how else is the area changing? I drove for 3 hours through ghost towns, dead gas stations, and nothing but nothing, and, suddenly I arrive in Marfa. It's like, would you like some bruschetta, some salumi, some $900 ponchos?
That's right.
What's going on?
Clearly, it's not the old family Marfa.
Marfa has become 3 distinct cultures: tourist town, art town, cowboy town. It's just got it all. You can get calamari in Marfa. Who'd have thunk it? 20 years ago, nobody even knew what the word meant.
This is the first bar I ever been into where a person next to me is petting a goat.
In here, sometimes the
get all types.
dogs come in without their owners. As long as everybody behaves, whether you got 2 legs or 4, everything's good.
You've seen a bit of the world. You've seen a lot of the world.
I ran away from home a lot as a kid. And by the time I was 16, I got real good at it. I went to Alaska. And then I came back, joined the military, cowboy and roughnecking.
Running drugs and guns across the border?
I did run guns south, and the ATF knows. They got an open file.
What motivated you to get into the bar business?
Well, every cowboy has a dream of owning a saloon.
I did not know that. It's been around for some time under various...
Almost 100 years. There's many different cultures come through here. Hipsters, blue-collar city workers, and I wanted everybody to be able to have a good time, no matter who or what or where. There ain't gonna be but one intimidating sumbitch in my bar, and that's me.
You're seeing this town change in a lot of big ways. Every single person I've talked to down here is telling me the same thing. That wall ain't never getting built around here.
My ranch is on the river. It's on the border. We can't survive without the river. And we can't survive without the people on that side of the river. They can't survive without us.
Right.
And they're our friends, for God's sakes. Loyalty is a big thing in Texas, and you ain't gonna build a fence between me and my loyal friends.
Every old school Anglo rancher I've met here speaks Spanish fluently.
It's a mutual respect to speak a little Spanish. And it's respect for them to learn a little English. You know as well as I do, you go to Europe, it's not hard to find somebody in France speaking English.
Everybody.
They can,
yeah.
They don't mind. They're not offended. You know, Americans have a tendency to want to be all butthurt about it. Here, we're just not. That's just being a good human being.
Why is it so goddamn hard to be a good person these days?
Right now in Marfa, it's 75 degrees. Low tonight, only 61. Not that cool, honestly. I'm David Beebe with you till 1 a.m. It's time to go outside and look up at the stars and enjoy the place that you live.
This part of the state was always called El Despoblado, the unpopulated zone, which it never really was.
Born and bred here, near here?
Yeah, a couple 100 miles east, not far.
That's considered close right now.
Close, yeah. The forest still makes me uneasy.
Yeah.
Surrounded by trees, I get uneasy because I can't see. I can't see far enough.
Now, I guess unlike a lot of Texans who take a rather romantic view of those early days, you seem to view it in a darker prism.
It is dark. The story of Texas gets a little too polished. It was a conquest, and people forget that. There were people here. The Spanish and the Mexican authorities wanted to exterminate the Apaches. They created the Society for the Extermination of the Barbarians.
So the classic cowboy and Indian film of scalp-hungry Indians was not really the case.
Well, they took scalps too, but they kind of learned from the Anglos. And then when the Texans came in, it intensified. If you were a rancher coming out here in the 1870s, you better have a lot of guns because you were an invader.
Right.
And the people you were invading knew you were an invader.
Oh, damn. You know, if you look at the legend of this place, you know, was it the history of violence and the harshness of the landscape that preserved it for so long?
Yeah. West Texas stayed wild, and it's still wild. People have lived in this landscape for 14,000 years. Through all these different nation states and empires that have swept over them, they persist.
We're gonna catch the arch of light that is gonna just envelop this motif right here that represents the place where the sun was born. Welcome to the White Shaman site. This is one of the oldest pictorial creation narratives in all of North America. The mural tells the story about the death of the sun, the sacrifice that takes place so that the sun can be reborn the next day. I had the honor of having a Huichol shaman come up from Mexico to this site, and he started weeping. And they said, they're all here. All of our grandfathers, 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 they're all here.
So here we are in Alpine, Texas, talking about the beginning of civilization on the North American continent. The earliest evidence of human existence in this area goes back how far?
Almost 15,000 years. The rock art in the lower Pecos and along the Rio Grande encapsulates not only their religion, but the cosmos. Why you had constellations at certain times of the year, and where were they in relation to each other, the seasons.
Tony, sometimes I just want to scream because people will say, you know, well, did these people speak with a grunt? Well, I look at these murals and I see sophistication that we'd be hard-pressed with today.
I think sophistication is an overvalued term. I mean, what the hell do we mean by that anyway?
Well,
I mean, still pretty much killing ourselves with spheres and rocks of one sort or another.
One of the important things you have to realize is that these people have the same brain that put a man on the moon. They were in tune with their universe and their environment.
same brain, same brain.
I would not be surprised if the lower Pecos art outlasts all of us. All of our monuments crumble to dust immediately. 4,000 years later, white shaman, still there.
I think they're going to have a tough time of interpreting what life was like on this planet. They'll be left with like Betamax copies of Three's Company and, you know, and who's the boss? Who lived on this planet and what went horribly wrong? If you talk about life-changing events in any neighborhood, it's when the artists show up.
When my father, Donald Judd, came to Marfa in the early 70s, it was a ranching community and an old railroad town.
The legend is, of course, that he looked at a map and was looking for the least populated area of America and came out here. Is that true?
Yeah, that is. I mean, he did a lot of looking for places that had very few people and very few trees and lots of space. He had been working hard for so long, and I think coming out to Marfa was this reward.
That was a giant of the art world in New York with an enduring, huge legacy. What's that like?
The thing with my dad is that he was like a buddy my whole life. He was literally like my tether to understanding the world.
Oh, wow, look at this.
There are people who make great food in Marfa that didn't open a restaurant, so this is the behind the scenes of the yummy food that people make in their homes. Carmen's menudo and her blue corn tortillas.
Nice.
Johnny Sofocal's mesquite bean flour empanadas. Melinda's queso fresco.
With chiles? I love this, I love this.
And Ophelia's tamales over here.
Wow. When your dad came to town with nothing but love in his heart and a desire to make beautiful things, he ushered in this entire new world with the invasion of, gourmet coffee or, trained baristas. How did he feel about that?
I mean, my dad made his own coffee every morning, so he wouldn't be that into the fancy coffee available now, but the people who come here now, as long as they're contributing to being a good citizen, it's actually a good thing that people are here.
Muy bien, están escuchando la KRT 63.5 en Marfa, Texas. No, aquí es su amigo el servidor, el primo Carrasco. Como quieras, en español, en inglés, aquí estamos para servirte.
Dos carne guisada, también chile verde.
¿Chile verde?
Sí.
Dígame. Barbacoa.
Barbacoa, taco. Most of the better restaurant chefs, you can find them at least once a week getting their food here, even if they're making food down at their place.
Unbelievable. The gas station.
In the morning, everybody's here. It's all the Border Patrol guys, like all of them.
There you go. You have a great day.
All the laborers in town, kids, the people that work at the radio station. It's like going to, like your abuela's house.
So you're both multitaskers. You're a state employee, a
county employee.
County employee.
Elected official, yeah.
Justice of the peace?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean?
I'm like the small judge that reads you your rights when you go to jail.
You're also a musician?
Yeah, musician with Primo here.
You were the radio station?
I've been on the radio now for 10 years, 10 years every week, and he's been on the radio now for what, 3?
3 or 4 years.
Restaurant business?
I have a burger and taco joint that's open on weekends. Burger time.
A lot of multitasking around here. People tend to...
You have to.
You have to.
Yeah, I always say that every job here pays $10 an hour, whether you're the attorney or the barista or the janitor. So you're gonna have to, work a lot of different jobs to make it because it's expensive to live here.
Right. Look, this is a small town.
1,800 people.
It seems an unlikely place to put in a spanking new public radio station that's heard all over Texas, yes?
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, your expenses for running a 100,000-watt transmitter on the top of a mountain that gets struck by lightning every 3 weeks is pretty tough. I mean, but the station has support from pretty much everybody here. Everybody listens to the radio in their pickup truck. The only other news source we have around here is the local newspaper.
What are the big issues? What do people want to talk about?
The issue is border trade, and there's a lot of fear right now because the idea of changing NAFTA.
American parts assembled in Mexico come
brought
back here.
Yeah, that's part of the NAFTA thing. You can take it, have it here, take it over there, assemble it, bring it back. There's no tax.
Right.
It's definitely been good for our community. There's a mobile home factory called Solitaire. Do you see them all over here? People buy them. They take the stuff down there, they assemble the homes down there, and then they bring them up the road. They'll come up, you'll see 2 or 3 come up the highway today.
And who's buying those things?
Everybody who's working class. The manufactured housing is the craftsman home of the 21st century.
It appears that Marfa in particular is going to be a tourist and service economy. There's money flooding in here. It is an irresistible tide. Is there money trickling down? Is it spreading out into the community?
We have jobs here. You can get a job here. It's not, as I said, everybody makes $10 an hour here. But 25 years ago, we had nobody here, and it was a dying town. So you got the Cowboys, Border Patrol. You got hipsters coming in from out of town, New York artists wearing weird glasses and white pants. Maybe we don't understand each other, but we can all be in the same place at any time. People here are nice.
Aquí en el pueblo, everybody's wave each other. Todos.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. You're listening to 93.5 KRTS, Marfa Public Radio.
Oh, dear friend, I know your secret, but I just can't keep
This is what the Mexican people end up living in once they leave their adobes. The projects, the low-income housing.
In the morning, you will pay for what you've done.
Hola, Ramona. ¿Cómo está? 2 burritos, por favor. De asado. Por favor. Qué rico. Gracias, Ramona.
Man.
You've been riding horses?
Yes, you noticed the groan as I sit down. That is a serious burrito. No rice and all that. This is the real deal, man. I love it. Were you born here? You were born in Mexico City.
I was a fisherman in Alaska for 19 years of my life.
Oh, yeah?
In the Bering Sea.
Now, is it adobe or adobe?
Adobe.
Adobe. And you would quote as saying adobe is political.
Yes. You're going to start with that question.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Straw, clay, water, and manure, that's what makes the adobe. We make a flat surface here where we're going to put the water and the manure on top. Adobe building has happened all over the world for thousands of years. Here, historically, the adobe has been kept alive by the Mexican and Mexican-American populations. The tradition of the adobe is barely alive because of what's happening with the gentrification in Marfa. The Mexican-American minorities are being displaced. The people who have lived in adobes for generations have to sell their homes because of the new taxes. Taxes that are only in adobes, you know, that a lot of us, we also find discriminating. We are at a critical point. When I think about adobe, it's probably the oldest tangible representation of the local and regional culture that we have.
Sé muy bien que te vas y sufro tanto, pero ¿qué voy a hacer? Que así lo quieres. Sacrifico mi amor, te dejaré partir.
Everybody for generations, they have crossed the Rio Grande back and forth just by walking. river was low, and they would just cross, go buy some groceries, and then go back.
Hi, y'all. This next song is by Molly Ferguson of the Resonator Studio, Texas. This is Marfa Public Radio.
Ir a caminar en el muelle del mar, contigo a mi lado, pero no es tan fácil porque estoy lejos de ti y quisiera poder vivir contigo. Y cuando llega la noche yo quiero estar entre tus brazos yo y quisiera volar, pero no es tan fácil porque estoy lejos de ti y quisiera poder vivir contigo.
Very low crime here.
Yep, I mean, Ojinaga defies so many of the things that people say about the border. You know, my daughter spends a lot of time in Ojinaga, my daughter. And, you know, some people it's like, what? But, I mean, I don't go to sleep at night wondering if she's okay, because I know she's okay.
She's at home.
Yeah. The interesting thing about this restaurant is they don't just serve your typical Mexican, you know, enchilada place. So a lot of kind of traditional recipes.
Well, I know they do meat here in a way, yeah.
Hey, so welcome to good old Presidio and Ojinaga.
Other side of the river, you were currently the mayor of Presidio.
Yes, sir.
And you are former mayor of
Ojinaga. ¿Cuáles años era presidente?
98-2001.
You know, when we're talking about sister cities, that's serious.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's almost like an arbitrary line through them.
On the weekends, Presidio just kind of empties out. You say, where is everybody? It's because they're here. So, I mean, that's kind of why when there's talk about a border wall, I was like, whoa, wait, you know, we're basically just one town here.
Siempre nos hermanamos, las autoridades, nunca nos peleamos. 300 años tenemos de amigos inseparables.
Now, you can come over here. Your boyfriend can't come over there?
No.
Not yet.
That's not too friendly, but what's up with that? And how come? Why not?
Es muy complicado because you wanna go, like, conocer su casa, conocer dónde ha estudiado, dónde da clases. No puedo cruzar. Why not, you know? Like, what is...
person.
I'm a person, you
So
know?
you don't,
so I'm a person.
you need a visa? I mean, what's the problem?
Yeah,
you can't go back and forth for the day or for 2 days?
No. We did the process and everything for him to at least get a visitor's visa. He went on a bus that took him to Juarez, which is 4 hours away.
Yeah, no, 10 hours. Yeah.
10 hours
Total.
on a bus, okay. And so then he had to wait in a line, 4 hours, like waiting.
Okay.
And then the interview took like 2 minutes.
Almost,
and they
almost
just
something
put
like
denied.
that.
They didn't even
Denied.
Meanwhile, you live right,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
within a mile from each other.
He has no bad record, nothing, you know, and we're best friends, you know, and I wish he could come over to my house and just
Yeah.
see it, you know.
The state of Texas is so much more diverse than it used to be. And I think it makes it just
better.
Much, oh yeah. And I know some people, it scares them, I think it's just the fear of the unknown. It's not the fear based on anything concrete. Here, we're all family.
Cuando saluda con la izquierda para el corazón.
Salud.
Salud.
This is Santa Elena Canyon.
Big Bend National Park, the largest national park in Texas, and it's named after the Big Bend in the Rio Grande. We are surrounded by 1,500-foot limestone cliffs. This slowly rose up, and the river just cut through it for millions of years.
It looks good. Well, good job on the food.
Ah, yes.
Thank you, guys.
Salud.
Salud. So you're looking at Texas, and I'm looking at Mexico.
That's 100% correct, yeah. The cliffs on our left are Mexico, and the ones on our right are the United States.
I've been on several overnights where your clients almost forget that, yeah, that's Mexico right there. And they say, wait, is that Mexico? And it's like, yeah, it is. Looks exactly the same as that.
Yeah.
We get people from all over the country, all over the world, and some of them come in hesitant or scared of the border.
When they book the trip, they say, should I bring my gun?
Right.
But the neat thing is that everyone I've taken out, you get to see this transformation from being like terrified to thinking it's beautiful, to thinking they don't need a wall, to thinking I'm actually gonna write a letter saying that we don't need a wall.
Right. Has anyone ever bothered it? I mean, are there like security gunboats coming up and down this river?
I mean, I think the Border Patrol technically does have a hovercraft that they've used once, and it was horrible. Yeah.
They have helicopters.
For the record, I don't understand why Mexico is made to be such an issue. I mean, it's our second biggest trade partner, aside from China.
Yeah, what about the Canadians? They're actually pouring across our borders and stealing our jobs.
They are taking our jobs.
Find a non-Canadian comedian.
How many Canadians play hockey in the United States for a U.S. team?
Those are high-paying jobs. That
They're stealing
American,
them.
they're stealing our jobs.
I mean, there's so many avenues that conversation can go to where violence comes from, where dangers come from.
Well, and even our small towns here. I mean, crazy stuff happens everywhere.
The world is made a better place by little bits at a time. You can't just jam through a wall in 1 year and say it's fixed.
You know, I've been to a few places where they do have a wall.
Yeah.
Few things are uglier in the entire world of all of the places I've seen. Few things have been more an indication of an utter failure of otherwise smart people to figure shit out. Thank you for showing me this amazing, I mean, just ludicrously amazing place. There are certain type of people who connect immediately to the empty spaces. I can't spend much time on myself. If I'm alone in my apartment in New York or on a beach with a hammock, I like to think I'd be able to relax, but I can't. There's that enforced sense of humility, because you really know how utterly powerless you are. You're just tiny.
New York City during the 1970s was a beautiful, ravaged slag. Impoverished and neglected after suffering from decades of abuse and battery. She stunk of sewage, sex, rotting fish, and day-old diapers. She leaked from every pore. We were howling with delight, laughing like lunatics in the madhouse that was New York City. Thrilled to be rubbing up against the freaks and other outcasts who had all decided to run to Land's End and scream their bloody heads off.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
Nothing but a bunch of crackhead, dope fiends, and motherfuckers.
This is a show about a very special place, a very special time, and some very special people. So much happened, so much began on New York's Lower East Side. In the New York City of the 70s, nearly bankrupt, riddled with corruption, the Lower East Side, particularly Alphabet City, was left to fend for itself. Huge swaths of it abandoned, ruined, or simply empty. Much of it became an open-air supermarket for drugs, whole blocks taken over by organized drug gangs. Rents were cheap, and the neighborhood started to attract a newer, highly energized and creative group of people who wanted to make things. Music, poetry, movies, and art. It seemed at the time everybody was a star, and for a while at least, that it was a golden time. But it was dangerous. You lived down here, you had to be tough and talented, and often very quick. Now, things are different. Very different.
Everybody together, ready? 1, 2, 3. Pick those feet up 6 inches and hold. Bring that arm over, pin the wrist, let's go. Is everybody clear? Yeah. I can't hear you. Yeah. Okay, on 3, 1, 2, 3, let's go. So, I mean, this is pretty much some of the last remnants of what the Lower East Side kind of used to be like, you know? Good old school, no elevator.
So you didn't live in this building?
No, this wasn't the building I lived in. This is a squat, though, that actually became legal. I was actually in that building right there. When I lived in it, it was, you know, we had no windows, no front doors. You know, you'd find a door in the street, you'd put it up and chain it up yourself, you know. No running water. I used to bathe in the fire hydrant in front of the building, and I used to sleep with my pit bull so rats wouldn't get too close to me at night, you know? My main problem growing up down here was that I lived on a gang block.
Right.
The gang on my block was called the Hitmen. And, you know, they were no joke, right? And I remember they would be hanging out on the stoop on the church across the street, smoking dust, all of them with their golf clubs and 007 knives, and everybody'd be listening to, of all things, Kraftwerk.
Right.
They'd be out there screaming, "We're gonna kill the next that comes out of that building," and I'm laying there thinking, wow, I gotta go to school tomorrow, man. I was never a violent person. You know, Christ, I was raised by hippies. But I was thrown into a crazy environment where I had no choice but to fight my way through it. And it did turn me into a bit of a problem as a teenager, you know?
I would guess. Wait a minute, I'd have to guess. I know. First time I saw you, you were famously that 12-year-old drummer in the Stimulators. Your aunt was in the band.
Yeah, that was the only reason we were allowed to play at most of the clubs, is because I had a relative who was basically my legal guardian. But, you know, as a parent, it definitely wasn't an appropriate place to bring up your kids, you know?
You came here first as a writer, as a poet. New York, in your mind, was where the writer's life was?
Yeah, well, it was just the place that had the most stimulation.
Was music even in the back of your head, or was poetry and writing?
My model was Dylan Thomas there when I was a teenager, you know, so being a drunken womanizer, that was my ambition.
Woke up in your own lifetime, opened up a paper, and realized there's like 1 million kids in Britain dressing like me and cutting their hair like me. And you have this inadvertent tectonic effect on kids all over the world.
It wasn't inadvertent, but it was indirect. I mean, I wanted to have that effect. Other bands who responded to the way I was doing things got famous, so it ended up having this huge impact and influence. When I first saw a picture of the Sex Pistols, it was like, I just had to laugh.
That's a charitable interpretation of events. Malcolm McLaren came to New York and saw the Voidoids and went back and built a boy band and said, you're going to dress like that guy.
Yeah, I don't really look at it that way.
Look at it?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, ideas are free. I never resented that, but it was funny and strange.
Cheap Rent brought a lot of people together. It wasn't just living spaces were cheap. There were venues where you could put whatever it was you did out there. Where you...
CBGBs didn't exist until we created it. I mean, we went and proposed that we be the house band there.
The next number is called I Belong to the Blank Generation. 1, 2, 3.
Do we over-romanticize that period? Was it special?
I think the creation of the mythology of the 70s kind of began about in the mid-90s. I can see why people who weren't there wish they were there, but it goes against all my instincts to think that way, just because the idea is we didn't like where things were, so we decided to change them.
Have you ever considered writing a dishy memoir? I mean, my God, it would be 800 pages long.
You know why? Because so many people are still alive.
I mean, people love you.
Yeah.
They have to say that. How can you say something mean about somebody who might be mean back at you?
It's an industry. Are you kidding me?
People ask, what was it like the first time you saw Iggy? And I didn't see him. I heard the music from down the hall. I mean, I thought, this is the rock and roll I always wanted to hear. Something that was this fierce, and yet you could sense there was a tune there.
When I bought Funhouse in high school, I was immediately ostracized.
Yeah.
This was defining music, and normal people didn't like it.
The Ramones met because they were four outcasts in a high school with 5,000 people who liked Funhouse.
Right.
Okay? They had it all figured out that they would sell as many records as the great record sellers would sell. And in a few years, they would have so much money that they would retire and never have to work again.
Right.
That's what. They had to stay on the road for another
25 years.
Yes. Do you know where the greatest financial success has come from? Hey Ho, Let's Go.
Right.
Sung in football and soccer stadiums around the world. The Ramones estates are gathering in more money from 5 seconds than they ever made in the... Is that the measure of greatness or eternity? It's one of them.
So many people died. So many people didn't get recognized.
Yeah.
Richard Hill's still living in the same apartment he lived in 40 years ago.
Who likes to move in New York? He got a good deal. The neighborhood got all better around him, you know. Iggy was supposed to be the one who didn't make it most of all. And he's still there, the most dangerous. God sends us these signs that there are miracles. Don't give up hope. What you believe is beautiful probably is, but not everyone will know it in time.
How hard was it to, if you're coming to New York, a section of New York that's completely broke, you are broke, you're going to be an artist, and not just art, but fairly confrontational. How committed do you have to be to do that, particularly at that time?
I think that, contrarily, it hasn't been that hard. I feel like I've been very fortunate to have got to stay alive here. So, and I have everything I need. Look around us. It's a wonderful amusement park of good and bad ideas all happening at once. You know how people immigrate here to start a new life and to dream big? I felt like I needed to do that as well, just like the way the people did at the turn of the century. You moved to New York to immigrate to a new land, to start a new life. And that's really what the Lower East Side is all about.
Who thrilled you back then? Who was doing stuff that you just thought, holy shit, this is really incredible and inspiring?
Well, gosh, luckily, my friends that I was working with were very inspiring. I loved Joe Coleman's work.
The Lower East Side at that time was a destination for me. There was something, that compelled me, to just be there. And I would paint it. Squeeze in.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Oh, yes, you were telling me about this guy.
Yeah. And here, if you want to use this.
It's beautiful.
You know, all the paintings are novels, you know, or, you know, so it's a dense story, and the more that you look, the more that you learn. And it's in non-linear time, you know, like you're exploring, you know, at your own pace, whatever you want to look at. And someone else might start in a different place, and, you know, it might tell a different story.
The performance art, at what point? You came to paint, or did you come to paint?
No, I came to paint, but the paintings were like implosions, where I was studying the world around me and myself inside, and the performances became literal explosions. I learned violence from my old man, so I was angry. You know, when your house is on fire, you know, you don't read poetry and you don't, you know, sing a folk song. You know, you gotta scream.
I missed all the great art of the time. I came for heroin, I came for music. Other than that, I didn't live here. But man, a lot of people didn't make it. And I remember, I guess around 1980, it was like, something is happening and no one knows what it is.
You mean the AIDS? Yeah, yeah. A lot of that time exists in my mind like a dream, like an opium dream. I have these people that I love that would just like drop out and fall out. I'm a little bit sad that I wasn't there. I wasn't present, you know, for them because I was too off in this other world. But for me, it was still something of great beauty. See, that time, you have Wall Street tycoons fighting for huge amounts of wealth, and you have like bums, you know, fighting over like pennies. And it has like a primal like awe.
Places like Keith Haring and I would love to come here. Jean-Michel would join us, and we would have good meals here on a regular. And it was consistently the exact, you know, it's great when you can go to some place they have the exact same food. Come on, this is it.
Still the same?
Still exactly the same.
That's encouraging.
Which is great. It's great.
You've brought hip-hop culture to a very finite number of people initially on the Lower East Side. Totally changed the world.
Teenagers at that time, we're doing something interesting, so I wanted to find some people that would listen to these ideas. And that's what led me to the Lower East Side and to connect with...
I guess you met Glenn O'Brien.
Glenn O'Brien, yeah.
Hi, and welcome to TV Party. Fred, why don't you tell us a little bit about what the Holy Land looks like?
I want you to know that I've been to the Holy Land. And the Holy Land is so funky. It's funky, brother. It's funky.
And through that connection is where I met all these people that listened to all these ideas I had. And that was David Byrne, Chris Stein, and Debbie Harry, and so many amazing people that were just like, yeah, tell me more.
What I think is under-celebrated about you guys in particular was your kindness. You were famously really, really supportive of the people you came up with, your contemporaries and people around you who weren't doing as well. You know, let each other sleep
Well,
on
there
each
was
other's
nothing at
floors.
stake.
There was nothing at stake. I just think a lot of people had low expectations. You didn't. I mean, you had a plan.
Well, no, if we had a plan, we would have made more money and not got so completely fucked over by the industry, as it were.
We had a plan to survive.
Yeah, I mean,
we had a plan to keep going doggedly. And I think the thing that was so attractive about that period was you weren't locked in to one format or one form, you know? It was just everybody was doing everything.
You introduced the entirely revolutionary notion that street art was, in fact, really art.
The painting that we did on the street was coming from a place that pop art came from as well, like popular culture, magazines, advertising, comics. And so some of the first people to buy paintings from me and Jean-Michel was Chris and Debbie from Blondie. And then they also commissioned me, Lee Quinones, and Jean-Michel to do sets and art and participate in their music videos, some of the very first.
Your support and work with Fab Five Freddy, I mean, look at the soundtrack to the whole world now. It's hip-hop. That connection, that crossover there, you got to put considerable muscle and gravitas.
I talked to all these record company guys, and I'd say 98% of them told me it was a fad.
It's not gonna last.
It's gonna go away in 5 years.
And you recorded a song that was hugely...
Well, I will say, you know, like, I'm very proud of the fact that, you know, we created a format that didn't exist in rap until then, and that is that we wrote a song that had a rap in it.
Yeah, those guys were sampling still.
The rapping was all just scratching and sampling, so we, you know, made it viably commercial.
And then, you know, yet another earth-shattering event, a Wild Style.
I had an idea that if we could make a movie and show that this rapping, this dancing, and this DJing was one thing. So I was on a trip to Germany not long after the film had aired, and I see these kids breakdancing. I'm like, what the hell's going on? As I got closer, I noticed the moves the kids were doing were the exact same moves that the Rocksteady crew does in Wild Style. But I then knew that this was going to translate globally.
I remember that film opening, and that was a nuclear bomb. And it ended up being like the second highest grossing.
Second to Terms of Endearment, which not many people think about now, but yeah.
And
we did well.
You know, you gotta love that moment of corporate terror in the film industry when people are looking at the weekend grosses, and it's like, what's this? Who is this audience that did not appear in our metrics?
No, it was a great, great experience.
You started making films before you knew how to make films.
Yeah, yeah. The oddball thing about it is knowing so little. Who knew that you could hire a casting director? No, it was just like, hey, you play that, you know. Hey,
Which one of our friends are going to be around for this?
Are you going to be around next Tuesday? Because you know. I saw myself more as like an experimental filmmaker. You know, like the Godard films, for example. They were inspiring because I could say, I could do that.
I owe a lot to Amos. No, I saw The Foreigner. It was amazing. It was the whole scene was there. Everybody was there. It was
that
really
was a big night.
I got so charged up, and I was sure I was going to make films.
And your first film was a student film.
NYU Film School made a mistake, so I had a $12,000 budget for my first film.
Which is enormous for the time.
It was huge for me, but the root of the word amateur is the love of a form. And professional means you are doing it for money. I still hope that I consider myself an amateur, for sure.
So yeah, so what do you think now when you walk around the neighborhood? You know, you paid some dues to walk down back in the day, and now it's projectile vomiting frat boys with baseball caps on backwards. Does this give you a sinking feeling, make you angry, or
I
are
wish
you
I
just
would
resigned?
have bought real estate, that's for sure.
The thing that I always tell myself is look at the history of New York City, and it's always about hustling and change. And if you want it to stay the same, man, you get the wrong historical spot, because there used to be a Native American trading post on the tip of Manhattan. It's now Wall Street, you know?
I just don't want to go out in the streets no more. I just don't want to go out in the streets no more. Because these people, they give me the creeps anymore. Too many creeps, 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 too many creeps. Yeah.
Want to come in for a minute?
Yeah, sure, I'd love to take a peek. I'd be interested in looking at your dope bags.
Yeah, here's some. This is from early 80s.
Oh, wow. Airmail.
Airmail.
Okay, 12th Street.
Yep.
Might have been a little bit more glasses on for this.
Yeah. It's a treasure.
DOA, I remember.
Poison, you must remember.
Poison, yes, of course. Evidence, you were a psycho. I remember all of those. Toilet.
Here it is. Classic, right?
You know, you knew you were doing something bad when you bought a product called Toilet and, you know, shot it in your arm or, oh man, memories.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, your reputation is the Godfather archivist of all things Lower East Side. You were here pointing your camera at stuff since the early 80s.
I probably have one of the largest inner city photograph collections of anybody. I used to know everybody that went by. And that neighborhood thing is like really important to me. So I photographed the Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, drag queens from the Pyramid Club. Basically the whole hardcore scene in '87. I was more interested in like the eccentric people, the unique people.
You were at the Battle of Tompkins Square Park, which is sort of the Gettysburg of the Lower East Side. I remember it had essentially become clogged with nodding junkies,
right.
Homeless people who'd set up a permanent camp.
It was dangerous.
It was genuinely dangerous. When the police came down and decided to clean the park, the question is, who won?
Well, in the beginning, we did. You know, you have to remember, in 1988, they couldn't close a 10.5-acre square park on the Lower East Side. And that was 450 riot cops, horses, helicopters, they couldn't do it. There were big bonfires in the middle of Avenue A, buses couldn't come down, cars couldn't down, it was stuck.
You were on the news a lot, I remember.
A lot,
you were the most, like, despised man in,
yes.
I mean, in NYPD,
Yeah.
you were not their favorite photographer, let's put it that way.
This went on for 4 years. There were multiple riots, hundreds of arrests. 4 years here, a real solid conflict. Cops eventually got organized.
I remember Tompkins Square. After the police fenced it off, it was, in a lot of people's minds, the end of an era.
And yeah, when they cleared off the drugs, a lot of people think, hey, great, we're now going to have a neighborhood and everything's going to be safe. And then in came the gentrification. So the whole concept of America is being wiped out because you can't pull yourself up by the bootstraps anymore because you can't get in the game. Gentrification has affected the whole city. You have to now make a huge amount of money to be here. You know, they got skyscrapers in Midtown that are sold millions of dollars apartments and nobody lives in, and they're empty.
I live in one of those big empty buildings with absentee owners. Is that all that's going to be left in New York?
Yes. New York, there was always something that brought it back. But once you fill it with the corporate world, it's never going back. So we turned a corner that we will never go back again. And so it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
You know I have my eye on the octopus.
Okay, then I'm going to go straight into the...
Straight. You're gonna go straight. You're finally going straight.
Little
Oh
too
my
late
God,
for that.
I'm impressed. Can you verify exactly what straight means?
Fuck if I know.
No way, honey. Even when you're straight, you're not straight.
Did you expect to make a living from your art?
Of course not.
I mean, at no point.
I just was happy I didn't have to suck dick in an Iranian shoe store. First of all, I thought I would come to New York to do spoken word, but spoken word didn't really exist. So I started Teenage Jesus and the Jerks. I had to really make the most hideous yet precise din I possibly could as a tantrum against all of music and all of society.
There were a lot of freakish, never could have happened at any other time. It seems to me bands who had a ready-made audience. Okay, as you did what it said, you could basically say, I am a rock star.
Well, no, hey, wait. Reel
I am
it
a
back.
star.
No.
And-
First of all, I never said I was a fucking star.
No, but I mean, not by word, but by deed and
I
deportment.
didn't walk into any place thinking I'm a star. I walked in thinking I had shit to do. I wouldn't say I was a catalyst. I'd say I was a cattle prod. To get people to do shows, booking shows, curating shows, it's just what I do. It's like, let's go, let's do it. And when people would ask me to do things, I'd be like, yeah, I want to do it, of course. People were beautiful, doing things because they had to do it, not because of any other grand idea.
So what made you happy back then? I mean, did you have any happy moments?
Happiness was not the goal. Satisfaction was the goal, as it still is. My anger is on a global level. It's never on a personal level. I'm very happy.
Right.
I'm happy to have octopus with you tonight, my dear. When was the last time you had something this good in your mouth? I know you eat well, but this is like...
That's been a while. This is pretty incredible. You were featured prominently in many of the best-known films of the era.
Most of which sucked. I was trying to be a reflection of the reality at the time. This is why I made the films I made, especially with Richard Curtin.
Just drop me off. Where are you taking me anyway?
My house. So we did this horribly violent film called Fingered that was based on real things that had happened to me. It was not glamorous, it was not pretty. It was offensive, but I'm trying to work out my psychosexual problems because I know I'm not alone in them by making films and speeches that will address the situation that I know other people suffer from.
Okay, this was a film very influential, far beyond the
We didn't think that
imaginings
when we did
at
it.
the time.
We didn't think that when we did it. We didn't give a shit. We just wanted to make a film and get it out there because we had to do something because we were burning and our blood was on fire.
Looking back, though, was it all that? Was it a golden period? Are you nostalgic?
No.
Okay.
I am golden. It's always a golden period for me. Look, we have a golden piece of asparagus. It's golden.
So do you have any sense of...
No.
Oh, those are the good...
I fucking don't. Those were the bad old days, baby. You try living on pizza and black beauties. You try giving hand jobs under the table to take your first band to Europe. You want to go back to that? You go back to that. How were you living? I know the same. Hand them out.
So no sentimentality, no nostalgia at all.
I'm doing too much shit all the time. I still have shit to do. Why am I boo-hooing when I've just been on tour from October to next October? I'm not stopping.
Youth, would you want to go through that again, or is it
Youth?
that overrated?
Don't I look good for my age?
Hell
Shit.
yeah.
Well, then what do you want from me? To me, I'm not living in the past because I'm living in the present. It's in New York. Get used to it. It has never changed. It had a golden moment here. Probably had a golden moment in the 40s, too. I'm not sure. I wasn't here. Maybe the 60s. We weren't here.
So it was all bullshit.
No, none of it was bullshit. It happens when it happens, and things change, and time is not what it once was, and it isn't anywhere. If you've done one thing, you're living in the past, and that's your glory day, that's your glory day. This is my glory day. I'm here talking to you eating octopus.
I try to make paintings that are so beautiful that I get lost in them while I'm doing them. And you just hope that other people get lost in it the same way.
You know, I have a John Lurie over my bed.
So you posted about that. Was nice that you posted that. And sometimes, you know, you get these letters and stuff. It's like, your painting saved my life, da-da-da. Yeah. But then sometimes, because I don't have any shows...
Oh, that's great.
It feels pathetic, you know?
Well, this is incredible to me.
What?
You don't have shows. Like,
That's
regularly.
insane, and it's sick, and it's wrong, and I don't even want to complain about it. You complain.
I'm complaining about it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm bitter.
Because I'm going to die one day, and they're going to be worth a lot of money.
Right.
How I came to New York was like I was kind of like on this Coltrane thing. I wanted to find God through music. And I started meeting all these amazing people. They were irreverent. The energy was enormous. And it was probably more fun than anybody's ever had in human history for about a year or two. But there was no discipline, which, I mean, I like people who can play their instrument like they just found it on the street. But they can't just do it once. They gotta work on it. I mean, I was a serious saxophone player. I came here as a saxophone player. I had to hide the fact that I
know, right?
I had to hide. I mean, I really did. I would practice for 2 hours every day, but I wouldn't tell people. So, these are eggs, which you could get, you know, at the store. If you live in a good neighborhood, they will even deliver them to your house. And then you take water, which I know you go to all these exotic places, but they used to say that New York had the best water.
That is true.
You think it's still true?
I haven't heard anything to say otherwise.
Do you drink it?
Yeah, I do.
And then you boil them. And then I serve them to you.
Outstanding. I am grateful and honored.
Well, I'm really curious because I've seen your show, and I watch you sit down, you eat like some mouse head soup, and then you go, it's delicious. Just curious to see when you eat the hard-boiled egg if you're going to say this is delicious.
As long as there's not like half-term chicken fetus in there, which wouldn't be the first time for me, by the way, I'll be thrilled.
I'm not eating this shit. There's a plate.
Thank you. Eggs, the perfect food. Thank you, sir.
Eat that. I don't think I've ever cooked for anybody before.
Well, I'm honored, sir. So looking back, is there a danger of over-romanticizing that place and that time, given the downside and the body count?
I don't know. Does it have to end badly? I mean, I'm glad I survived it. I'm glad I still got my own liver. I'm glad I lived through it. But it's kind of, I don't know how to add that up. I'm sure glad I didn't miss it.
Doesn't pay to try. All the smart boys know why. Doesn't mean I didn't try. I just never know why.
You didn't say the egg was delicious.
Oh, no,
You did not.
But I ate 2 of them. Silence
Two
is
of
the
them?
highest compliment. Well, just the gnashing of my jaws
You
on those
didn't say there was
delicious, delicious eggs.